Alright, Dwayne, so here we are. Here is your little drone. This is the Eachine E011. So here's the pigtail that I'm going to solder on. Here's the little mini controller, and it comes with a little USB charger. It's not the best, but it will work in a pinch until you can get something else. And then also, this is the Lego version, so it'll have this cute little Lego guy that fits up on top, but we're going to be taking that off because we're putting the FPV camera on there for you. And then also, I found a set of Boss Sauce motors. Since these are actually the 7mm motors, not the normal 6mm motors, so I'm going to be giving you some better motors as well. So I'll go ahead and solder up the pigtail, and I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, so you now have a proper Tiny Whoop pigtail connector on there for your battery. So next thing what I have to do over here is I have to clip the bottom so that way the longer battery can feed through here. And then after that I'm going to take these motors out and I'm going to replace them with some of these Boss Sauce motors from Tiny Whoop, because they're way better than whatever the crappy ones they are that they put in here. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. So here we are. So you've got your new motors on there, and so I had to cut that plastic piece off so this little foam piece fits in there, and that's what will hold your battery secure underneath for these type of frames. And so got your Boss Sauce. Here are the old crappy motors. So now I'm just going to wait for the antenna to get here, or wait for the camera to get here, and as soon as that gets here I'll put that on, and then we'll take this bad boy for a spin. Alright, so next thing I did was I went ahead and took the controller apart, and I used my soldering iron, just put a little hole in the top here, and I put your antenna for the actual radio up, because usually it's down under here and it's kind of wrapped around, and it doesn't always give you the best receiver link to the actual little Tiny Whoop itself. So you can see here we're almost done. You can actually fly it right now, but I'm just waiting for the FPV camera to test it out. So we did the upgrade on the motors. We put the foam pad underneath. We soldered on the pigtail. I put the antenna up for you, and then when your camera comes in, this will sit right on top of here across. So that way your camera sits on there really nice. Other than that, that's pretty much all I need to do. So we are about probably 90 to 95% completed. So once I'm done with the rest of it, I'll let you know. Alright, Dwayne, so here is your Tiny Whoop. There is your camera. I've gone ahead and soldered it up, and I already plugged the battery in to make sure that it powers up. And it made sure that it bound to the radio. So now I'm going to go ahead and give it a flight, and we'll see how it performs. I'm not used to this controller, so we'll see if I can fly it with the little itty-bitty controller. Alright, Dwayne, so as you can see, it did fly pretty good. So one real quick tutorial I just wanted to show you is on your buttons here. So this is your left and right trim, so that'll make it go to the right a little bit, that'll make it go to the left, and that's your front. So if it starts like kind of coming back to you, you can hit this guy forward and that'll give you front trim, and this is your speed button. So there's just a low and a high. I would just keep it on low. So to bind this up, basically what you're going to do is you're going to plug it in here. So give me 1 second so I can turn this on. Alright, so you can see it is flashing like that. So on your remote, all you got to do is just turn it on and wait for it to beep like that and stop blinking, and it is automatically bound. And then, so this is a, see, there you go. And these little brushed motors, the Boss Sauce, they do pretty darn good. I had a little bit hard time getting used to the controls, but it does fly pretty good. So I'm going to send you 3 of my favorite batteries. I'm going to send you 3 of the G&B 260s. These are great little batteries. You can use the USB controller or the USB charger that comes with it to do the batteries. But yeah, this is a pretty cool little whoop. So this is what the finished product looks like. So I hope you enjoy this. I've got all your shipping information. So I will get this out to you in the mail later this week. Hope you enjoy.